What's up guys, it's me Jeremy, and today I want to talk about what makes a competitive support champion in Season 4. Due to the gold changes, what it takes for a champion to be viable on support has drastically changed. Before I start, I want to point out the difference between a meta support champion and a viable support champion. Now I'll be going over what makes a viable support champion later in this video, but for a support champion to be meta, by definition, it needs to be a popular pick. So there will be a lot of viable support champions that are not meta. Now, before in Season 3, a support needed to be able to scale well without gold, but that is actually a non-issue now, and as such has vastly widened the number of viable support champions. The role of support has always been to protect the carries in teamfights. Their job is to kite for and to make sure the carries are able to survive long enough to kill opponents in those fights. That is the job of a support. A support does not need to deal damage, and they do not need to kill opponents, as that is not their job, and not their role in the team compositions. A viable support champion simply just needs to be able to kite for and protect your carries. This is not done through heals, it is not done through damage, but it is done through crowd control, and that is what a viable support champion needs. Supports need to have some form of crowd control that can be used to peel opponents off of your carries. Things like being tanky, dealing damage, or healing do aid in peeling opponents, but they are not necessary. All it really takes is some good crowd control to do well in teamfights as a support. However, to do well in the laning phase, the support needs to not be able to be kited easily. That means they need some kind of gap closer or ranged ability that isn't simply just running up to your opponents. A support and an AD carry is the best combination of champions for kiting opponents, so your Volibear or your Singed support, although they may have CC and be decent in teamfights, they will do terrible in the laning phase due to their vulnerability to poke and the fact that they can be easily disengaged through crowd control and the AD carry's escape, avoiding their power in lane altogether. But as long as it's a reliable gap closer that does not rely on simply running straight up to the enemies though, it'll be just fine in lane. My name is Jeremy, and that is it for my video on what makes a competitive support champion in Season 4. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to check out some of my others on the screen right now. Please follow my stream at twitch.tv/Jeremy_gaming_Curios for updates on whenever I'm streaming. And I'd love it if you could support me with a like, and please subscribe for more awesome content in the future if you enjoyed this video. I'd love if you could follow me on Facebook at facebook.com/gamingcurios, and as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.